Okay, also, I do have another question. Like, I have my question written down, but I was just curious about the UN because, like, I'm not like the UN. I guess came before the Olympics. So, what was that all about? Like, who was in the UN?
What nation? More the question is, what nation
They
weren't part
weren't.
of the
Yeah.
UN?
Okay.
Was it? I think it was like Twin Towers and like
Huh?
The
Candyland
what
for
towers?
The
Twin
what?
Towers?
What? Sorry, you
There's
gloss
a
past
map that
that.
was
What?
called like
You just made that one up, didn't you? There's
You
no way
made
there was a
it
place
up,
called
bro.
Twin Towers that we
There was
didn't
a
hear
Twin
about
Towers.
online
no,
yet.
What?
let me get
Hi, welcome to the Modcast, the CivLabs Podcast, talking to the members of the server, trying to uncover what had happened from the perspective of the players. In this episode, me and the mods talk to World 3 in our long-awaited Part 2. We talk about a lot, including world peace, the Olympic Games, and 751, the greatest terrorist to ever terrorist in the terrorist lives. You know how it is. So sit back and relax as we talk World 3, with a little hint of yapping, because that's just our trademark at this point. But hope you enjoy.
we got like the largest spread of people from across the world now. Let's go.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, fun fact, this guy's been asking me non-stop to do a World
Yeah,
Free
it's kinda-
interview part 2. Like the last like
Yeah,
couple weeks.
Yeah, because you picked all people that are from the same nation almost.
The
Yeah,
Fungaia
you pick
interview.
too many
Like,
Pangaias. Like,
luck.
even though I'm from Pangaea, I don't, let's just say...
In my defense, it wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't meant to be a modcast. It was just meant to be interviews, and then Timmy invited a bunch of people from the same civ. That's not my fault, okay?
I watched it
Yeah.
all and they like referenced me like 7 times. It was so funny.
I didn't care that much when I first saw. I was like, oh, Senku there, obviously, but then like, oh, well, dang, they got like,
Why-
2 people to represent the entire world. And then like I talked to someone else about it. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of weird they did that. And I'm like, you know what? It is. Hey, hold up. And then that's
Yeah.
why I came back because the first time I said it, I was kind of joking, but I didn't really care that much. But then the second time I came around, I'm like, hey, I think we could benefit from a part 2.
Okay.
I would crazy do this.
I mean, yeah, because, like, I guess Pangaea is more, like, east, and, like, if you go westwards, like, and north, like, you find Redwater, Red Fort... Oh, wait, and then there's
Yeah,
fucking
Red
Sunrise all
Fort.
the way east.
I love being all the way east.
Yeah, all the way
Like,
east.
it's hilarious that I accidentally found Sunrise when I first got there. I just
really?
picked a random direction and it happened to be in the perfect way to get to Sunrise.
Oh my god.
But
Right,
the East didn't have any.
The East didn't have any what?
Oh, sorry, my mic cut off. Like the East didn't have any big nation, dude, apart from Redwater. Like, or did they just not find anything? Because I went to West like 7 times and I only found Redwater.
I mean,
Yeah, it was kind of spread out. I don't know, surprisingly.
It's so messy. I really like the ocean.
It was also, like, because many people quit World 3 because it was laggy as hell.
Yeah.
So our players dwindled extremely.
yeah, that's fair enough, fair enough.
Live, laugh, love, World 3. Oh shit, we're recording.
No, yeah,
Never
well,
forget what the admins took from us.
oh, yeah,
I missed the live.
I just stopped recording.
trial.
Yeah, this is live now.
Oh, dude, I didn't know. Wait, would I say shit about Senku get in? Oh shit.
I mean,
Say more bad stuff.
I mean, can we just say F Senku, or is that
Senku.
allowed?
you could say it once. Okay, how about that? You can say it once, and then we can get
Okay.
back into the questions. Actually, we
Wait,
should,
I love Senku.
who's asking questions right now?
okay, hold on. We should do introductions first. Let's do introductions. So I guess from right to left, just like introduce yourselves and like what nation you came from and like what stuff like that. The chicken.
Hi, I guess I'm Chickson. I was number 8 in World 3, mostly from Sunrise. Hosted the Olympics. It's kind of the stuff I did. Gold guy.
Okay, interesting. All right. All right. Next, let's go down the line.
That's you, Red Fort.
Oh, sorry. Hi, I was I was 150. I was the leader of Red Fort. We were a small nation which had an outsized diplomatic impact. I was in charge of building the UN building. I was one of the earliest diplomats, and I made our civ, Red Fort, seem like a much bigger and more powerful civ than it ever actually was, through clever use of diamonds. So, yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I am 578, otherwise known as Levantus and sometimes known as Emperor, creator and founder of the Levant, mostly a hidden civilization out in the west.
Okay. And then
Bro
next.
missed 6-7. Sorry.
I was 276, also known as ODST. I immigrated to Redwater. I became captain of the guards there, and once all the leaders left, I became de facto leader of Redwater during the end sessions.
Dang. Okay, I guess if the mods want to also introduce yourselves too.
Oh. It's actually kind of funny because I think I know all of you guys in game. Hold on, I gotta remember my number. I'm not good at this. Sorry. I am 263. I was a minor from Fungaia. I did go on. I didn't have anything really significant besides, I guess, just mining and like having a lot of resources for Fungaia, which never had any miners do much. But yeah, they always kept dying. Mikael?
Yeah. Well, 751. I lived in like a hole in the ocean, and I have been allegedly charged with destroying two nations for being a terrorist, but they have yet to prove those claims.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, we convicted you. There's a trial and everything.
I mean, it's
Trial and everything. We
Those
you
men
are
are always
convicted.
convicted.
Convicted terrorists, bro. What do you mean? Allegedly.
Allegedly, there's no proof.
We have rejected those claims.
Wait, can I say I'm a eyewitness? I saw 751 kill our leader in front of my eyes in
Yeah,
terms
but
of
it
Old
was
Bridge Valley.
funny.
Oh,
Okay.
it was funny.
I mean,
I don't think the panel's about that.
yeah, this
Alleged,
is
convicted, but also alleged. So
yeah, this is not a trial. This is an interview. So I have no
Oh,
ill
sorry.
will towards anyone.
It
So
should be.
yeah, if you guys want to do stuff after this, that's on you. But for me, I just want to interview you guys on World Fair. You know, I want to know more about what's happening.
To me, it's just all fun and games. Like it's all under the water. It's a Minecraft game.
Yeah.
Minecraft video game, yes. I mean, yeah. Hopefully, no one gets too heated, but just in case, I can kick you from the call and make it a lot easier.
Also, Mikkel has a schnauzer that automatically makes him a good person in my eyes.
Yeah, he's so cool.
Oh, is that how that works? Okay.
I didn't realize.
I used to have a schnauzer. She's gone now, unfortunately.
Aw.
All right.
Sim, I showed you photos. I showed you.
No, I know. I just didn't know what it was until I just searched it up. My bad.
Oh,
Okay. So hold on. I do have questions for you guys because this is an interview, and so the first question I do ask like everyone so far is, how's your experience during the last trial or the last event? Sorry, on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the best experience of your life, and 1 being the absolute worst situation in your life. And I guess we can I guess this is the same order from right to left. We can start with Chickson.
I'd say about a 3 because while it was very fun, absolutely loved it. About a halfway mark, it started to get kind of boring, and just kind of got repetitive. But other than that, I had a great time.
Okay, fair enough. Also, I don't know all of you guys' names, but I guess Ymir, if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, 150. Yeah. I'm probably going to say a 3 as well for similar-ish reasons. Like the first half was great. All the diplomacy things I did was great. It was a nice challenge, but especially so we had the lag part where a lot of people quit. And then after that we had a time compensation session where we basically had like, I don't remember how long it was, but we had so long that I spent all day playing and kind of burnt out of the game. So that's why I think I'd rank it a 3. The first half was a 4 out of 5. The second half was like a 2 out of 5, sadly.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair enough. You guys had the worst of the issues. Y'all were
Just
not
for
the
reference.
favorites.
Yeah.
No.
Just for reference, that really long time comp play session was 8 hours long because my recording was 8 hours. for
8
that.
hours? You guys
Oh,
said 8
God.
hours
8
of
hours,
Minecraft?
yeah.
Yeah, we had 2 sessions just completely gone.
Yeah,
I
'cause
didn't
they
do
were
it
I
that
live.
played
day.
it straight,
That
and I
was
regret
really
that.
tiring. That was really
Yeah,
tiring.
it was.
I spent almost the entire time in a single room sorting items.
Oh my
Why?
god.
God,
Wow.
why would you do that to yourself? What the fuck?
Yo, go outside, please. I
Yeah,
beg.
no, I regretted it at
class.
the end. I was like, that was too much. I did take a break, like an hour or 2 break in the middle there to take a nap, but
Oh, okay.
Okay, at
going
least
back to
that time.
sorting.
But Mine was about like probably I'd say a 4. I don't really count the lag because, well, I feel like always that's talked about is the lag. So I think like lag aside, I'd say about 4. It was fun for me all the way through, but I also looking back, I realized I didn't really do. I kind of avoided doing things by doing everything, and I'll probably explain more on that later. But like the diplomacy was very fun until it wasn't. So like diplomacy made it really fun for me, and also not really. So I think about a 4 for me.
Okay, shit. And next up,
I'd say a 3 also. I haven't been able to. It's been somewhat fun interacting with everyone, but I've been kind of just stuck in one place. I wasn't able to like do anything else grandiose. I think that's kind of the similar experience everyone will have. Anyone that doesn't volunteer themselves as diplomats or envoys. And also, I have my personal issues with the plugin, but I won't go into it because this is not time or place.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go with 3.
okay, I will say y'all did give better reviews than World 2, even with all the issues you guys had. Because
Yeah.
World 2 did not disliked it, but like they didn't like it as much as you guys seem to have.
Didn't World 2 have a bunch of freaking people rating them and like war?
Yeah,
and, like,
it was.
They
crying?
cheated,
Yeah,
didn't they?
Oh yeah, they did.
Our world peace probably helped us bump our numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah, World
but
2
also
had a lot of griefing.
United by the lag.
This was so boring though.
it's a double-edged sword. Like it was
Yeah.
very peaceful, but it was also boring at the same time.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay, again, Miguel, Sim, you guys have your numbers? Because I'm just curious now.
Can I tell Miguel to go first? I want to hear what he has to say.
No. Okay. Then, and I would say 5. It was so fucking fun. I just. It's so fun. Like
Oh.
I abused the lag so bad because, like, do you know how fun it is just to run into town with a lag spike, greeting everyone, then you hide, and then everyone boom, 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 dies behind you. It was so funny, so funny. Like the lag was so bad. It was so funny. I really like World 3.
Damn.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone enjoyed themselves. Honestly, I'm glad someone
did. Someone
Yeah,
had
I'm
fun.
glad.
This is why he's under the
Have a
table,
blast.
guys.
Yeah.
Our expense.
Oh yeah, he was supposed to be
Yeah.
down there.
I would say for me it's either a 4 or like maybe a 4.5. I feel like a lot during the middle, I think towards when the sessions got canceled and that extremely long session was very, I don't know, like Ymir said, it was very draining. I had definitely a lot of fun during the earlier session. I actually witnessed 751 murder a bunch of people. I was part of Old Bridge Valley, and I saw him walk in. King was like making a speech, and then mid speech, 751 would be like, "Nope, you died," and then everyone was like, "751's here, 751's here," and then it was so stupid. And then I think towards the end, when like I guess a lot of people were viewing other people's like civilizations. Like I went on a tour as a minor, and I met like Redwater and everything west. Considering I was from Fungaia, I had been held in Fungaia for like 8 sessions. But yeah, I think it was pretty great.
I will say, I think my favorite part of doing all these modcasts is having the ensemble of both like civ leaders and people of importance, and also just major terrorists that did a lot of damage to everyone, both on the same
Yeah.
panel. So it's like both sides of the argument.
I'm telling you, these starting picks are legendary.
No, yeah, it's great.
Instead of like public Miss Senku.
Yo, I'll kill Senku, bro. He made me work to death.
It
I
was
don't
so
know.
funny. The Senku podcast was so fucking funny though.
That was the point. It was hilarious.
Listen, the moment I heard Senku talk, I was like, oh, I don't like this guy.
Oh my
The
god.
moment I heard him.
That's so
Oh
mean.
my god.
Wow.
Like, years now, though.
First session
40
with
years
when
now.
I was up and coming.
Okay, real quick, if y'all keep hating on Senku, I'm gonna bring him into here and then start like a whole war.
Uh-oh.
But
Senku's
No.
Senku's
That
the
was
worst.
fun.
If the sessions had gone on long enough, Senku would have started a world war.
I
Oh, yeah.
tried
No, no,
so hard
Well,
to cause a war in Fungaia. I tried so much. I wanted a civil war so bad. I was dividing the people so much.
Yeah, I told 751 after the event had ended, I'm like, yeah, I know you wanted to start a war, but all you had to do to get this war going was just get out of Senku's way because he was halfway there on his own.
Yeah, I was about to
Self-destructing.
convince Senku to take over Exodus, but he didn't do it.
I mean, yeah, he was definitely close from what I remember. He was on his way for sure.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay,
Needed
let's.
3 more sessions.
If there was a couple more sessions, a lot of things would have changed, honestly, in the plot of the server. Let's just say that. But okay, I do have another question I have for you guys. What were your initial thoughts of the trials before you actually got into them? Like, how did you guys get into this event, kind of, and how did you guys? What were your guys' thoughts before it all happened? I guess.
I loved the idea at first. I thought, doing experiments in Minecraft and doing something with this natural civilization stuff felt like a really interesting idea. And yeah, it didn't end up being that. I was really excited.
I mean, it's good to have a positive attitude when you first started, at least. Like big hopes, big aspirations, and then
I wanted to build something big. I wanted to do something big, and even though it did take me to the final session, I did do that. Yeah, I just wanted to build something. I wanted to do an event, and yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I heard a lot of good things about the Olympics before they got cancelled, and then everyone got transported into World War. But before that was great. Then that's all I heard. But Ymir, same question goes to you.
Yeah, so I've seen a few Civilization videos before, and I don't like how much staff interference there is and how it seems more scripted. This I liked because it not only made it more difficult, it made it more of a struggle and more of an achievement to actually build a civilization, to build a nation, to build a society. But also because it was completely up to the players what happened. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And you see that playing out over all the worlds, from World 2, where they were at each other's throats, to our world, where we were peace-loving hippies for most of it. So yeah, I came in from a more anthropological standpoint. I didn't really have any plans. Like, you always go into Minecraft with eyes bigger than your mouth, planning to bite off more than you can chew, to build bigger things, to build better things. I went in like that, but I was also a bit realistic. You know that you're never going to be able to build what you'd like to with the restrictions that the plugin has. I tried it with my UN building, but I didn't get to finish it, sadly. But yeah, so yeah, I was excited for the possibilities, and I think it played out fairly well, according to how I thought it would. So yeah.
Again, that's good to hear. Honestly, I mean, sorry, that's all I'm saying. It's just nice to hear people's stories about it.
Yeah, and Ymir, I think I looked at the world file afterwards. The UN like building is very, very well done. Like, props to you on that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I remember walking into it for the first time, and I'm like, oh, so this is what you need all the node blocks for. I had no idea what I was going to look at, what I was going to see. I passed by the spot. I saw 150 several times, but I hadn't seen it, the building set up, until we ran in for the second UN meeting. And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Okay, hold up. But she might know what she's talking about when she said, oh, I'll build it. Okay.
I'm just so sad that I never got to finish the outside. The inside, if you check in the world download, is fairly, like, pretty much done, but the outside is nowhere near done. So it looks like a bit of a skeleton, unfortunately, still. But it's how it goes.
Yeah.
I never actually got to see it. I guess I'll look in the world download after this.
Yeah, you should definitely.
Yeah.
There's also I'm gonna like plug this thing like 8 times before this thing's over, but there's like the Red Fort clip of it. The Red Fort clip of the music video has the inside of the
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like a really cool like zoom in, like you like walk like in spectator mode or something.
He's really proud of his rap music.
He really wants everyone to see it.
It's good though. Like I love it. Yeah.
I can show it off a bit later.
Like, I have no I have no experience in that sort of thing. You're like, oh my god, your part is so cool, ODST. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
guess.
love Red Fort and Red Water's verses are like some of my favorite verses in the whole thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
I really liked. So when growing up, I've always played something called like Minecraft Creative World Nations on like Xbox because I really liked where you like basically build up a nation and get to interact with the other nations and all this stuff. And I'd always been like, oh, I wish you could do something like that, but like almost more down to earth because it was just like us in creative playing, seeing blocks and be like, okay, this is this and that's that and whatever. And then when I saw Magic Gum's like Civilization video, I saw that I'm like, oh, this is it. This is like what I had been thinking of in my head for so long, and someone's actually doing it. And then we see like the big like progression of Civilization videos, and then at one point I stumble across this, and I found out that I actually was like a new gen in the last trial, but I had the ability to be an old gen because I didn't realize I had seen the videos for this several months before I saw the new one that brought everyone to the server. And I remember like he was talking about the concept, like, oh yeah, in Minecraft, but it's like harder, so you actually have like experimental factors leading to like a natural civilization development instead of, like scripting. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I'm gonna check back and see come back and see later what's up with this because it was still in its infancy. And I just never checked back until I saw that video. I'm like, oh, that's the same thing. I completely missed it. So yeah, that's kind of what brought me to this was that.
No, that's honestly very cool. I say that much. I mean, being an old gen is an interesting experience. I'll say that much at least. Like the
All I
day,
can say is, crazy, you're an unk.
I am technically an unk. It hurts my soul every time I hear that, but it is what it is. All right, next up.
ODST.
So I have this weird thing called being unemployed.
Oh my god. That's crazy. Me too.
Relate.
Wow.
Whoa.
You can relate.
That must be hard for you.
No, but basically, I saw whatever I don't remember his name. His original the original video problems with the civilization
Okay.
experiments. I don't watch those
Yeah.
civilization experiments. I didn't watch those. And then the one about the shot rush experiment came out. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm unemployed. I can try this. I didn't really have any expectations coming in. I'm not that much of a Minecraft player. I kind of dislike Minecraft.
Oh.
Really?
Basically, I like the Minecraft that I can mod to shit, and that's 1.12. I can mod it
1.12 is
to my
peak.
preferences.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
it was definitely an experience of doing modern Minecraft, just learning a bunch of different things.
Yeah, I think
Other than that, yeah.
what I've heard, this is like a lot of people's like not first, but like the most recent experience with like actually playing like more or less vanilla Minecraft because people don't play vanilla Minecraft that often anymore.
I do play like in my modded Minecraft. I mainly play with Millionaire. I don't know if you guys know what Millionaire is.
No,
No.
Millionaire is like a very old Minecraft mod, all the way back from the beta days, that added civilizations to Minecraft before they add villagers.
Oh, I think
They were based on real cultures around the world. So you had the Normans, aka the French. You have Seljuks, Seljuk Turks. You have Byzantine. What else? Indian. You have Japanese. You give them
Yeah.
you trade resources with them. You get money. It's been basically my way of playing Minecraft for a
oh,
long time.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
I definitely want to look into that in the future. Honestly, it sounds interesting. But okay, I'm gonna keep asking the same exact people, but Sim, Miguel, do you guys want to answer the same questions?
Yippee. I'm gonna ask Mikkel to go first because I think
What?
it's really funny. I think it's really funny because he like says something just out of whack all of a sudden.
No, what was the question again?
Oh my god.
Okay, the question was, what were your initial thoughts of the trials or the experiment before you entered?
Well, First of all, like I just joined because I wanted to. I mean, I have never played on something like this, like LARPy, to say it like this. I have never like done this live action thing. I have played D&D and stuff, but never like something in Minecraft like this. And so I joined to grief and just like be
Oh
mean.
my god.
And then at some point, that was the first sessions I was just being mean. I just put a bed and was just respawning and began like killing people and just being a nuisance. But then at some point, I just realized that LARPing is so fun. I just like the last sessions, I just didn't destroy or didn't kill anyone just because I went to places and I found like the cool building and I was like, I don't want to blow up this fucking building. This building's cool. So
Oh,
I felt bad. So I just started laughing. So the funny part was just walking around and people being save one, oh, people just being scared. And because I died all the time, most of the time I was just guardsman level 1, and then I pretended to be level max. People just believed me. It was so fun.
Damn.
Wait, so
Yeah.
751 turned good?
Yo, he
Well, it
embraced the
I turned
LARPing.
soft. I turned soft. Yeah. Because
Are
I
you
started
saying-
just like playing it like an UHC or like an anarchy server. That's how I started playing.
That's
That's how I fucking
The
obliterated
oldest
brutality.
The
the
redemption
oldest
arc.
anarchy server.
Yeah, I wanted to lava cast like
Oh
Red
my
Blood.
Oh my god. Oh my god. ODST, get him. Get him.
Yo.
Because Redwater,
Are
you
saying
guys
that
have a
because the
guard.
buildings were nice, or just because you found out TNT didn't work when you tried to blow us up at the UN meeting?
Yeah. Who's the green guard in Redwater guy?
Yeah, Kobold, the guy that called me the Arsler. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, that guy
Oh my
killed me like
god.
twice. I wanted him dead. Like that guy killed me like twice when I was like level 4 guardsman, and leveling guardsman sucks.
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah, it's fucking. You
Especially
don't.
when the game fucking freezes in
You
the
only
nether
need
and you
12
just die.
experience per mob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nether
And
just
then
freezes
dying.
because
The CivLabs experience right there in a nutshell.
The classic
Yeah.
CivLabs.
I mean, I mostly joined
I
the
guess.
dev team because I wanted to fix the fucking plugin.
Oh,
Because I was
Wait.
like, I was like, this sucks.
That's one of my main issues with the plugin is just the grinding and no way to
Yeah.
like safe keep or like maybe get power.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
it's an MMO. It's playing WoW.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I think half the dev team had the same issues. Like the plugin sucked, so they
Yeah, and then
became
they
a
just
dev.
pull up. Yeah.
Yeah, because yeah,
Again, it's what brings everyone together.
I'm
It's the
not
jankiness.
against. I'm not against the plugin being hard. I'm against the plugin wasting my time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like just a
or
lot
the
of
server
time
just
being
fucking
put in.
freezing.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, I'm completely with you there. There is a lot of time wasting, especially when you keep dying.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Like either you're really good at it and it goes by pretty relatively quickly, or you can't
And
do
then
it really well and you just die.
and then you die to
consistently.
some random factor, and then most people when they hit level 4 or like 5 and they die, they either lose motivation or level back into that class, or they're just like, I'm gonna fuck it, I'm gonna LARP, or I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
like diplomacy.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I did. The last time I leveled up to level 4 guardsman, I went to kill people in like Fongaya, but midway the server froze, and when I joined back in, I was dead by a drowned. So I just
No
leveled.
way!
I leveled to level 1 and I just
Oh.
started LARPing because I was like, I'm not gonna spend another 50 minutes in the nether.
Yeah.
Mm.
I, at some point, I guess with the exception of librarian, I was every single class because I died at a high level of the previous class and just went
Bro just
over.
kept going. Bro was like,
Just
okay.
kept doing something else.
Bro's a D&D LARPer. New character, new class, new me.
I think the LARPing kept people going 100%.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for the LARPing, they would have quit a long time ago.
Sure.
Yeah.
See, I can't relate to any of this. I was gonna bring it up later, but I as like a leader, I think I made it to level 1 builder twice, and no, that's it. Yeah, other than that, I had no role.
Oh
You're
my
literally a
god.
stereotype leader bum that just like laughs.
No, no. Because I spent so much time organizing stuff that I was always like either
You weren't
running
able
around
to
and,
play
like,
the plugin. You just
Well,
ordered
I didn't
people
want to.
around.
I didn't want to. Right when
Oh.
I became a leader, I always wanted to become a leader, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to sit here and do work because that's one of the things I realized in this new event because I got here and I'm like, holy crap! Not only do I not really know how to play the game, like really play the game, but I don't feel like I want to because it's
Oh.
so boring. Because when it got to the diplomacy thing, I did my own diplomacy, so I was running all across the world, and so that was even less reason for me to spec into something. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have 100%. What I've learned from doing all these interviews is that leaders should like people want to have a leadership role, but it's kind of out of scope. But like most people just like who are leaders don't really care about their roles. Either like
Yeah.
they just stay in the civs the
Yeah.
entire time and just organize things because that's what needs to happen in order to like survive.
Yep.
That's why we need radios.
That is
Radios.
not why we need radios actually, but
Radios. Radios propaganda.
it's the radio.
We need a
propaganda.
radio
We
app
need
in the
to
middle of
have
the podcast.
we need to have a fucking Telegram mod. It just have somebody on the Telegram machine
Yeah.
sending
I
feel like-
telegrams.
I feel like you're out of the loop on this one, but like the radio, like a little short thing is the radio thing was this recent suggestion that just blew up, and now it's like a really contentious thing. And that's why it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
That
the
Yeah.
it's
radio thing is
exactly
kinda-
that.
It's like it's
All
being
right,
worked.
how about smoke signals?
Oh my!
Smoke signals with campfires.
This is all out of
Yeah, that's what
scope.
we need.
It's not autoscope. Stop saying autoscope.
That's what they say. It's out of scope. That's why they're saying
Out
it.
of scope,
Yeah,
guys. No
look,
way.
chat. I have this sticker of like shot rush.
Out of scope.
I also have this one.
Out of cope.
Wait, did it say out of code? Where? Oh my god!
Out of
It's
cope.
scope.
Oh my god.
That
Sorry,
is-
I'm sorry.
It's not showing up on the recording. I know for a fact it's too small.
It's too small to show up, but
Yeah.
if someone wants to see it, then they'll see it right there. But
Yeah.
that is amazing, honestly.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's the big image, I think.
Okay, crazy. I don't want to be like Miguel again, but what was the question again? I know, like we were like yapping a bit, like.
I mean, half
That's
the
fine.
half of the interview was just yapping, so it's fine. The
Yeah.
question was, what were your initial thoughts on the experiment before you entered?
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm kind of like I kind of relate to ODST in a bit. I'm a Minecraft mod pack player. I can't stand vanilla. Like I'm sorry to all of you SMP guys, but I didn't realize that LARPing is the way to like go. I didn't realize you guys play SMP because you guys love LARPing. And so I was watching a lot of SMPs and I think I guess like that allowed Joyful's video to get in my feed about
Question: What is
challenge.
an SMP? I keep hearing that term. And
I don't remember what it means, but I'm pretty sure it
survival
just,
multiplayer.
Multiplayer.
like yeah, just survival.
Okay.
Yeah, it just like means a multiplayer server that's
Survival
you know,
multiplayer.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was never the biggest fan because like Minecraft's gameplay, like I guess I think some of you guys can relate to this, but maybe you guys have some friends that like just love speedrunning the game. Like
Friends?
you kill the Ender Dragon in like the next day. I don't know. Like so it just makes SMPs not fun for me. But I realized that through like this video and like my experience like going in that LARPing could be actually really fun in survival. And so I didn't like it kind of expanded my horizons of like SMPs and like all the cool shit you can do.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Not
can
bad.
relate to that because I ran a tiny server for a bunch of little gay people on my computer for a while during a summer.
You said what
And-
player? So wait, what?
Gay people on my computer. They
Oh.
exist in my
Okay.
computer.
Okay.
Oh, I love those.
I let them live.
No, it's just a funny term to call like, oh hey, it's a bunch of people I like and they're gay.
Oh, I see.
It's just the way you said it though was a bit weird.
Yeah,
But
I'm just like,
anyways.
no.
Sorry.
Crazy
I
bands
said it,
now.
no.
Lol? Holy
I think it's a
shit.
normal thing to call people. Like I'm just we might just be in different circles.
Yeah, different.
Crazy.
My circle consists of a lot of trans women.
Okay.
Oh, there's my screenshot.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, basically in that server, a lot of people lost interest because some people were optimizing the fun out of the game. We had Iron Farm, Villager Farm, Farm,
Farm.
Farm.
just basically optimizing the fun out of the game.
Yeah, that's how it usually ends up going. I should probably ask a question about Ice World before people complain about me again. Asking not knowing about a bunch about whatever the world this is. I'm losing my mind right now. Hold on.
What?
I said
What?
Ice World. My bad. World 3.
Let's
Oh.
compare us to them.
Prime.
We're way cooler.
Yes. No, I was gonna ask about like the general timeline of events in your guys. Like, what do you guys think happened, or like what actually ended up happening from your perspectives? Like, what were the most?
Nothing much. Like there's no overarching like narrative because like every civilization had its own like story, and they didn't interact a lot, at least from my perspective.
I have N.
That's because you were the overarching narrative.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you would apply.
Like,
You
what?
were the main character.
I
I
wasn't
have
counting.
a timeline that is basically just 751.
You brought everyone
No.
together to hate on you. That's how it works.
Yeah,
You did.
I carried war.
Here's
Ooh.
the Savannah Prime timeline, centered around 751, basically, right? One of the larger civilizations that formed at the beginning of the game, known as Bridge Valley, formed under the God King 341, and 751 was also part of this group, and he eventually decided that he was bored and wanted to kill everyone. So that's when Sim was talking about how like 341 would go and make a speech or something, trying to rally everyone together. And then 751 would just show up and be like, hey, you're dying today, and then just slaughter him, and then over and over again.
No, it's funny.
And
Wait, can I interrupt if you don't mind?
yeah.
It's funny because 751, Miguel would down him, and then he's like, guys, get him! And Miguel just like runs away and lets him die.
Yeah, and he jumped off. It was a fucking skybase on a river. You just jump off and leave.
Yo.
Yeah, but he'd do that, and after a while, 341, 341 had a doctor's appointment the next day, so he had like a system in place and put 2 leaders in to kind of run this like pseudo guild system while he was gone. And the system seemed pretty solid, but the people he put in charge of the system were incompetent because they were completely unable to stop 751. I had this weird thing where I found Bridge Valley. I found it at the beginning, but then I found it like probably 3/4 of the way through the game again. I saw it was in ruins. I'm like, what the heck happened? All I can tell from what happened is just the signs. It's like I see a sign that says God King 341. We couldn't stop 751. He was too powerful.
That's
what?
wild.
And
I also
that's
put the
how he
sign
got the
down.
name.
I mean, I was in Bridge Valley. I saw it all happen. I was
Yeah.
actually part of the vote that elected those 2 people.
Oh,
There were no good options. They were the only
Yeah.
2 people who even like wanted to be a leader.
Yeah, they should
yeah.
not be used.
Wait, you were in Bridge Valley?
Yeah.
Again? Wait, who were you? Wait, okay, sorry, like, what is this metagaming, guys?
Who
we
are
metagaming?
you?
Who are you?
I was number 8.
No, I know you were number 8, but like, who were you in terms
Oh,
of
I was the
in
lead
civil-
builder in Bridge Valley.
Oh, dude, because I remember, because I was part of the Miners Guild, and I remember the election for like, I think there was like 3 people who wanted to get elected, and there was actually no good options. It was so bad.
It was just those 2 people.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, you mean like?
Originally, it was 907 who said that they wanted to be it, and
Oh, are you
because
talking about
nobody
412?
else wanted to be the leader, someone
Are
else
you-
was like, "Yeah, fine, I'll go up there."
I see. Yeah.
I did the world a favor then.
Yeah, so that's how we got the name the Bridge Valley Slasher. And then Bridge Valley got split because apparently one or both of the leaders tried to orchestrate like a move to somewhere else.
Oh, that
without
was Jet.
admitting
It was
right.
like 412 or something.
I broke like boat chest thing, and then one guy was like, "No, that's everything we have." And
That
then
was me.
That was everything I.
That was everything I had. No.
That was so funny.
Our
That
entire
was
story.
so fucking funny.
Yeah,
You had like
so-
7 beds. There wasn't nothing there.
I wanted my beds, and yes, it was all I had.
Broke.
Yeah. So then like Bridge Valley got split off into like to Fungaia, and I think some
Yeah.
of them into Sunrise, and all
May I
over
add
the
something, if
board.
you don't mind, Potato Farmer?
Yeah.
Just to give a little bit of context, the only reason why everyone left is because I think 751 broke every single piece of sugarcane, and like we were just like, And then I think 412 like led a failed expedition, which like most of the people to find a new land died. And so everyone was just like done with it. I remember that me and an in-game like person I knew, we went to go like we went to Cliffwater, went to Moss, and then got led to Fungaia. And it was just like a whole ass like it was crumbling and people just slowly dispersed. It wasn't like it was kind of just like a tumbling down thing.
It was so bad, just like 1 or 2 people ended up all the way in the Levant, which is hard. I don't know if we'll get a chance to talk about the map thing later, but like, trust me when I say that finding the Levant is not a simple task. And
They got king under the Levant, didn't he?
Say again.
It's actually not that complicated now that I see it on the map.
Yeah.
But the problem is the Levant was because when the metagaming thing like went live and I saw all the maps and stuff, I'm like, oh, this is cool. But then I met the doctor from Redwater. He was like one of the first big map makers, and he was like, oh, you're from the Levant. Can I go see it? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll show you. But like, if I show you, please don't put it on the map because it was big. It was like this in tandem with the wiki thing, where I'm like, oh, cool, I get to learn about all these nations on the wiki. But then I'm realizing that it's become less of a metagaming issue and more of a national security issue because I shouldn't be able to sit here and see your entire roster, your whole leadership structure, everyone, like how many miners you have, how many blacksmith, where they go every other Tuesday, where your items are stored. This. I'm like, are you serious? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, I know it's unmoderated, but still.
The wiki was so funny though.
Dude, it was.
They revealed so many secret things just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like there is so much misinformation in my wiki page. Like
I
751 wiki
remember
page.
someone leaked that Fungaia had a spawner before the I feel like the leader said to the people that we have a spawner, which is crazy to me. like on the wiki too, and the guy like our leader was like, "How did this get on the wiki? Who leaked it? No one's supposed to know."
That's
Because
funny.
I spoke to Senku about that too, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, someone broke our skeleton spawn." He's like, "Oh, I don't want to say what it is, but someone broke it." I'm like, "Is it a skeleton spawner?" He's like, "Yeah, but like, how did they know it was there?" I'm like, "Dog, I know it was there, and I'm."
They probably didn't even reinforce it, and the skeleton broke it.
Yeah, that is something that could have happened. The skeleton probably broke it.
You
I
have to
doubt they'll
reinforce
reinforce it.
spawners.
Yeah, I reinforced mine.
Yeah, I wonder why.
We didn't know that yet. We lost 2 of our spawners.
I mean,
We
it's
didn't
obvious.
know that.
They break any block.
No, we didn't know they could destroy spawners. We were assured by the mod team, the plugin team.
Yeah, who
that
lied
they
to
couldn't
you,
be
man?
He lied to
Not
you.
him out.
That's
Not
fine.
him out. Not him out.
That's fucked
No.
up. Who did?
I have trust issues because of that.
That's fucked
No.
up. That's fucked up.
Damn.
Why would Banana do this?
Why would Banana do this?
Yeah, they're just putting out names now. Wow. Hopefully they don't.
Banana's like at the top of the member list. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you're putting out names.
You know, you make a fair argument. Honestly, you make a fair argument. Now, let me check my questions now because I feel like,
Oh, it was like the.
Why is one
story
crossed
of the
out?
timeline.
no, because I kind of stopped
It's a
doing this
secret.
question because like no one. I never got to this
Oh.
question before. It's not that big of important of a question.
Can I get that question?
What is the best specialization for being a leader? That's the question that's crossed out.
I just had one guy that gave me like full diamond.
Oh my god.
That was my only like subordinate.
Yeah, we were right. You were being funded. You.
I
Funded
hate
terrorism. Let's go.
or something, right?
878.
Oh,
He just
okay.
mined a lot, and then just turned to blacksmith, then leveled up blacksmith. He had nothing to do, and he hated LARPing, so he just lived in a cave.
Oh my god. Anti-LARPer.
That's based, honestly. He's just like, you know what?
He
I'm bored.
just wanted to
Yes.
play Minecraft. He wanted to show that it was useless, the plugin. So he just
Was he saying like, yo,
That
you
was
can
one of
do
my
everything
ideas for
by
this event.
yourself? Kind of thing? He was trying to show that?
No, not really.
No?
I mean,
Okay.
I stole
some
a cow
people
for
do.
him, and with the mushroom cow, he could do anything. He could just like farm any class that he wanted because like he had infinite food. So
Yeah.
he
I mean,
basically
anything can be supplied with infinite food, if you think about it.
he got max miner, then max blacksmith, and then got me full diamond.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were
Very
literally
terrorism
being
like that.
funded for terrorism. That's incredible.
Yeah. Wait, Crazy, can
Yeah.
I ask a question to one of the people?
Yeah, sure.
It's a targeted question. ODST, where does that name come from? I'm like really curious.
From the Halo games.
Oh!
The orbital drop shock troopers. Guys in pods drop from a ship in space onto combat zones.
Wait, but who
Is that how
called
it
you that?
led
Or
to
did
the
you
Red
like tell
Water?
them? Sorry
Because
if
that
I
was
didn't-
that was my skin for event 2.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Hmm.
what do you say, Potato Farmer?
Oh no, I was
Halo.
making a joke and I was like, is that how leading Redwater felt?
Oh my
Prodding in
god! Oh my god.
No,
Oh, yeah, okay.
it's from the Halo games.
I see. I didn't realize it was abbreviated like that. That's
It's-
my bad.
The game's got smooth jazz and really good rock songs.
Okay, I was gonna. Okay, real quick. I'm not sure if this is like a bit far into the timeline, but what was the whole Olympic thing about? Because like I heard a bunch about it as like the biggest thing World 3 did, but I have no clue what actually happened. I just know it was cut
Well-
short.
Oh
We
boy.
wanted,
I have a lot to say on this.
Oh,
Yeah, shouldn't 8 have enough?
Yeah.
Like 8 should be
Okay,
the one
yeah.
to speak on this.
Yeah, might as well.
So
it knows a lot.
during the first UN meeting, the idea of doing one big event just to, I guess, bring all the nations together became a talking point. It wasn't a very big talking point, but it was mentioned. And I ran with it. I loved the idea. Like I said, I went into this wanting to do something big, and this was my ability to. So I started work on a stadium. It was just me and one other person. Over the course of session 13, we got like half of the stadium done. And somehow, and within like the first hour of session 14, like the entire server came over and just built the rest of the stadium instantly. It was impressive. And then we held the Olympics inside of it, which was just a spleef game. It was supposed to be multiple events, but they got cut short because of that weird ending there. So we played some spleef. I hosted it, and I think Candyland ended up winning.
Wait, we had people from Candyland in the.
Person.
Oh,
There
one
was a
person.
single person who attended, and they ended up winning it all.
Oh
Damn.
god.
Oh, that's so cool.
I thought it was cut short to be because remember when the mods came in and then
Well, the-
Jester and then the border? I didn't
The
realize
spleef
we
was
had a
finished.
winner. Oh, the spleef one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spleef ended, but
think I got,
the
like, last.
gladiatorial bit, the
Yeah.
PvP was the one that got cut short.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right, honestly.
Also, on the timeline thing, after Bridge Valley was destroyed, and like that was the point where 751 kind of got world famous because all the people that left kind of spread that info. And I think tell me if I'm wrong because I've been telling people this whole time, but because I thought that's what I heard, but I don't know if it's right. But 150, you were one of the people who like had the founding idea for the UN, right? Like that was your project.
I was. I went around trying to trade
Go.
with people, giving them obsidian to try and make nether portals so that we could all make a UN together. But it was kind of like, it wasn't really my idea. I was just trying to get other people to sign up to it.
Oh.
Yeah,
But you
that
kind of
was
just like rolled with it, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, like, I think everybody had an idea of making a UN. I just wanted to get everybody to actually do it.
Sounds like again a lot of preparation and stuff was used for the actual like Olympics.
Mm.
Like a lot of planning, but
Yeah.
I'm
No, actually, there was surprisingly little planning for the Olympics.
oh really?
Yeah, all we really needed were the resources, and all the resources pretty much came from just the people who came over, as well as Sunrise, because we were pretty rich. You
Yeah.
didn't exactly see our stuff because we had it all hidden from 751 specifically, but apparently you know the threat. But yeah, I opened up the storage, which I was in charge of for Sunrise. So I opened up the storage to, hey, anyone who wants to come in here, just take the stuff, do it to build the stadium. Build the stadium however you think looks right and fits the pattern, and people just did it. That's why I was so surprised at how quickly people were able to make the stadium, because there was very little actual planning, and it was just like, hey, build it, and then they did.
They needed a goal, and once you gave them a goal, they just ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, give them a goal, give them the
On it.
resources. I already had what games we're going to play planned out. We had a parkour thing, we had a spleef thing, we had a PvP thing. We started with the spleef thing and then tried to go into PvP after that. But
Yeah,
you know.
like I feel like a lot of people were a bit late because everyone was building on session 14, and like a lot of people came. Like we had an hour left to play, and I think the spleef took like, I think like 30-40 minutes.
Yeah, it took 30 minutes. Then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, let's skip the parkour because PvP was intended to be last. But I was like, hey, let's skip the parkour. Let's go immediately to the PvP, and then just like the mod stuff ruined it.
It would have been funny if I just saw people falling because they failed parkour. It'd been like a clown fest.
The rule set I came up with in order for the parkour to work, I skipped it because it would take too long. I
Oh,
would
I
not be able
see.
to be finished within 30 minutes,
I
and
see, I
you
see.
wouldn't see people falling, sadly.
Aww.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
the idea was that people were given a small amount of time to build parkour, and then they would have to
do
complete
it.
it themselves and then watch someone else complete it.
Yeah.
And then depending on whether or not the other person was able to complete it, then they would get
It's
a
like a
point or
duel.
lose a point.
Yeah.
It would be like a PvP duel, but then it was too complicated to explain the rules in a short amount of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I don't remember like the tally of the scores. Who ended up winning the most?
Candyland.
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 One
A
single guy who was
person.
there.
Yeah.
Good for them, honestly.
Soloing. Built
Bro
different.
saving the world.
Okay, also, I do have another question. Like, I have my question written down, but I was just curious about the UN, because, like, I'm not, like, the UN, I guess, came before the Olympics, so what was that all about? Like, who was in the UN? United Nations?
I think... What nation... More the question is, what nation weren't part of the UN?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Cliff
only
Water?
two, I think, that weren't.
That couldn't get to the UN meetings.
Okay.
I think it was like Twin Towers and like
Huh?
Candyland.
The what
for-
towers?
The what?
What?
So you could
It
gloss
wasn't
past that.
was
What?
called, like,
You just made that one up, didn't you? There's
You
no way there was
made
a
it
place
up,
called
bro.
Twin Towers that we
There was
didn't
a
hear
Twin
about
Towers.
before.
Yo,
Like,
what?
Let me go look at the thing. Because there was something, I don't know why, it was added to the map like after the session. Something to do with towers. And I'd never heard of
Okay,
it.
and
never
you
seen
said
it.
Twin Towers.
You had to say
Okay.
Twin Towers. It could have been
I
any
thought
kind
it
of
was called
tower.
Twin Tower or something.
The tall towers, the
I mean,
standing
it
towers,
could have just
nah.
been a location, like how the Olympic Stadium was listed as a
71 blows up
location
the
of the
Twin
map
Towers.
next to
Oh
Sunrise.
my.
All I know is I never saw it, and I assumed it was a civ because up to that point the stadium was the only location that wasn't a nation listed on there.
So just don't say the Twin Towers
Anyway.
again. That's all I'm saying. But
That
I was
Civilization.
Twin Towers.
Yeah, no, Twin Towers is not a registered civ in the wiki.
Fine, then you tell me which civs weren't in the UN because I don't know any of the
I
other ones.
don't know.
Most was not in the UN.
if we'd
Nautilus
like to
was
talk about how
there.
it started,
Exodus,
Okay,
Pangaea,
yeah.
Moss.
Levant was there.
Moss wasn't.
Yeah, no, Moss was there. At least for the second one, Moss
Yeah?
was there because Moss was at the
Oh.
trial. Because the
I
second
was
UN
only in
thing
one.
the trial was 751, which Moss was there for.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask about how the UN was formed because, like, I get it. I heard Olympics and world peace, and so world peace has to start somewhere. So I was curious about how that ended up happening.
The lag caused world peace.
Redwater and
Yeah.
a couple people, but like Redwater had a lot of diplomatic ties to some nations, so the first meeting was held there. I actually stumbled upon it because I was in Redwater for some random reason, and I found.
I don't think it's
together.
I don't think it's necessarily because Redwater had a lot of diplomatic ties. I think it's a lot of diplomats happened to be in Redwater at that moment.
Yeah.
I know that I was taking people across from Sunrise. I took one across from Exodus, and there was one other who I don't remember who I
Yeah,
happened to bring across at that time.
I
So
have some stuff. Sorry.
yeah, if you would like to say it.
I have some stuff to say about that first UN meeting.
Oh my god,
being,
yes.
being the host.
Oh no.
So we didn't expect that many people to show up. So at most we were expecting the representative and some kind of aide, some kind of like person with them. When like multiple nations came with like more than 3 people, like we had some groups coming with like 4 or 5, we got overwhelmed. We did not have the space to host everyone. And in the meantime, we didn't have enough people to guard our stuff, so some people served themselves to our chest while we were doing the UN meeting.
Sounds about right.
My
Unfortunate.
guards at that time were really really not happy. Like Jesus
The
Christ.
meeting, because I'd just been made the person who was going to build the next UN building, I was with a small group of people trying to figure out where we were going to do it, and we ran off to the blacksmith area of World 3 just because it was quiet, because it was a bit out of the way, so there wasn't so many people talking. And then, I think it was your guards came up to us and acted really hostile, and I was a bit taken aback because I'd been there before, and they were all quite pleasant people. But suddenly we were being threatened and told, "Oh no, you absolutely cannot be here." Which, yeah, it makes sense in hindsight if you'd had thefts. But it was very odd at the time.
Yeah. In
s-
Redwater,
I-
some guy stole
funny.
everything from the chest of like resources and then jumped off.
Yeah, that's you. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Somebody was like, because we started doing fucking border check. But like,
Yeah, what the
Paul,
fuck?
we had somebody playing the fucking Arstoska theme.
That's so cool.
That's
That's
that
good.
was our system. Now every visitor waits at the bridge. You're being registered if you're a visitor,
They
so
still
we
let me
know
in
that
like
you
twice.
came here and that we know that you're here.
Oh.
The God King of Bridsiv described it as crossing the Soviet border when he went.
That's
Oh, that's so true.
Listen,
he was my second
was a
story monk.
reaction to all the stealing that was happening.
But it didn't work. Like the guard guy let me in like twice.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure it was written in the book like twice. I was like visitor. I said I was from Sunrise every time.
you're the god.
Like,
To be fair, you were able to
You
get
were-
blessed food
you
from
were-
Sunrise simply
you were on
by
a-
asking for it, so...
You were on our kill on sight list for very long. How did they not fucking recognize?
I don't know. Like, it's
Oh,
funny
that's
because
so funny.
people didn't recognize me if I wore iron armor. If I was without armor, people didn't know recognize me. But with armor, people didn't know who I was. That's so funny. It's
But
like
you
Terror
have
the
a
Platypus.
number. Like
Yeah,
they
but
can
people
ask
are-
you to uncrouch.
People can't read something, you know.
Jesus Christ, people can't read.
It's like
Right.
save for one, save for one, the terrorist, you know.
For reference, crazy, the entry into Redwater has like a small like gate bridge, like a bunch of gates pasted in like horizontally, and then it filters into this like 3x3 checkpoint that has like a lectern and a book, and in the book 751's name is written probably twice, and then also on the left side of the book there's several signs including the entire KOS was right in the middle. Most wanted 751. This was the
Oh.
view of the guard letting him in, and then right next in the middle must have been 751. That's what the guard was looking at when he let him in.
I wonder who those
My
signs are
God.
for.
Not important. It can't be that bad.
Like, I walked in with like Gav, like what's his name? 882 from Fangaya.
Mm-hmm.
He helped me a lot. Like I just like said, yeah, I'm his guard from Sunrise or some shit like that, and he just let me in anywhere.
I mean, you gotta pay the god. You gotta pay the guards more. Honestly, they're not doing the job well enough.
No, clearly.
They're really not.
Only that one guy, the green guy that apparently says like slurs. That's the only guy that caught me every time.
But it was. I find it funny how 751 was able to just do any terrorist act and just like. It was very. It seemed very easy. It was not
The best
heavily
part of
contested.
being a terrorist that my reputation got to a point where I was like so popular and so hated that people just liked me. Like people hated me at Fungaya, but hated me so much that I could just pull up to Fungaya and people took screenies, gave me iron armor, they just gave me blessed food. You're like, yo,
Bro,
Why?
the
what's up?
celebrity.
Yo, celebrity
Yeah.
terrorist.
It
We
reached the point.
specifically had that issue discussed at the UN meeting.
Yeah, it reached the point that people just loved me. It was so funny.
You know, I might need to apply this to real life.
We had this thing where we don't want terrorists to find refuge in other nations, so that's why the kill list should be global.
Do you know when you guys killed me at the UN meeting? I then responded at my home, went to Fungaya, and they gave me iron armor, and I just told them that I got killed at the UN, and they were like, "Damn, that sucks."
Gaia
man."
again.
Damn, that's like.
Fungaya
sucks,
be
man.
Fungaya are loyal, okay?
I fucking love fungi.
No,
They
I
were
think
like, damn,
Fungi
that
just
sucks.
didn't care.
Oh
Then.
my
Fungi was
god.
like,
Fungi and that stupid KOS list are the single two reasons why my experience was a 4 and not a 5. Because like I really understand the people who started the UN. I really understand the idea of wanting to get together and like work on things and world peace and stuff. That's perfectly great, and like that's why I said too. But like one of the biggest thing that on the table for the UN was almost always 751, and it was almost always held back by someone who either didn't care or didn't want to besmirch the organization's new reputation with trying to kill someone when we could be like building and doing peaceful stuff instead. But like at the same time, you also have like mixed in with those people that are actively supporting 751. So it's like you can't really build anything or do anything because 751 will just come in, destroy your stuff, and then leave and then take asylum in another country. So when the KOS list got brought up, it was like, yeah, global KOS list, you want to do that because it basically blocks off terrorists from getting resources, which is the whole goal. But then they were like, oh well, I don't think that the UN should deal with interfere with nation sovereignty, which is fair to a certain extent. But then it made it so that the KOS list basically got crippled, and every other attempt for the UN to stop 751 was also crippled.
Yeah.
That was so depressing. And that went on.
Cliffwater didn't sign it, I think, and I just went to
Listen,
Cliffwater like twice to
the
basically.
goal of the UN in real life is to not stop atrocities, is to talk about atrocities and maybe
make
make a
peace.
committee about
Hopefully.
it. So
Yep.
we perfectly replicated the UN.
Well, the UN LARP.
UN Lord
Equally
is insane.
useless.
Yeah, it's like one of the funny things I like to say whenever people ask what the UN is like. Oh yeah, I just absolutely love getting on Minecraft, a video entertainment game, only to sit in a meeting for an hour and a half where we talk about stuff
Yeah.
and nothing happens. It's so fun.
Yep.
Realism.
I mean, I find it fun when the discussion is productive.
I mean, why
But when
play
it's not,
why play Minecraft? You can just play real life in a it's a
Real
lot
life.
easier.
Well,
Sit
you
in a meeting.
see, I'm the biggest loser.
Yeah, but in real life,
Oh.
killing people is bad.
I mean, yeah. I guess it's slightly less bad in Minecraft, it seems.
Yeah, because people respawn. Like, I wouldn't terrorist so much if I feared
Gamers
like
don't
getting killed.
die; they respawn.
Exactly.
I mean, if there was permadeath, then like people would have been pissed, but they would have also been dead, so like it wouldn't have done much.
Yeah, they've been dead. They can't complain.
Yeah.
By the way, I had a base next to Redwater with a bed and a mushroom cow where I just went there to restock when I came to steal to you guys.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You were so stealable. Like, I got infinite sugarcane for my healer that we lived in my home. I got a
You
lot
have
of
a
iron.
home and a healer?
Yeah,
Like a healer
like
in your home?
882. And then I had a lot of iron that I stole from you guys, a lot of amethyst that I just didn't know what to do, a lot of copper that I threw in a fire. You know, like I grabbed a lot of stuff from you guys.
Damn, I should have invited 882 to this interview, honestly. I want to see like the two the terrorist and the guy who funded the terrorist. That's like
Like 882 was one of the leaders of Fungaia because Fungaia was Whale, Senku, and 882, and
Yeah.
Whale was always absent. Senku fucking sucked, and Gav.
God.
No, I'm kidding. He sucked as a leader. I love Yusna. But Gav followed me around all day, so he was no leader because he got bored. I think he got bored because he found like the politic thing of like having leaders very annoying. So then he just followed me around. So Fungaia kind of like collapsed because it was just Yusno.
damn.
And he wonders why his minor left him, aka 221.
Damn.
And Blessed Foot was so bad too. Like with Blessed Foot, I just walked into Sunrise and killed like 8 people.
You did.
You did do that.
That did happen, yes.
It's busted. Like we should actually we actually buffed it for this trial. It's insane.
Yeah.
Who did
Damn.
this? Who approved this?
No one knows,
It's
honestly.
crazy. I was looking back through the old footage when in the Fungaia raid with the strike team, and I was like, how on earth does 751 survive like 10 people hitting him over and over? And it was like, oh, it's the blessed food. I had no idea it was that OP.
Yeah, and I think after that I just ran to Cliffwater and I got the asylum.
Yep, bro.
And they just fucked off. It was so funny.
We'll never forget that, bro. I will never let that slide. I don't care
Were
if the
you
trial is
there?
over.
I don't
That
remember.
specifically, I will never let slide.
It was so funny.
I hate Cliffwater, bro.
Like I killed one of your guys and stole a boat because I didn't have one. I don't remember who I killed.
It was the guy who was the other guy, because it was me on a boat, and there was the other guy on the boat, and then there's someone on my boat who was like a neutral observer, and I was the one who chased you all the way to Cliffwater and then got barred. And what made it worse is when we sat there in the UN before this all started about the KOS list. When it got dropped from being global, the first thing I was like, hey, like Cliffwater and like other things are just going to harbor him and then just like extract all the resources that he steals from other nations. And they're like, oh well, I don't think that's worth like compromising all these things and giving like the UN too much power. And then that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Cliffwater had a reason. I don't know if you guys know, but like apparently Bridge Valley declared war. I didn't hear that at all, but apparently Bridge Valley declared war or wanted to take over Cliffwater, but then they were too occupied with me just like messing around. So after Bridge Valley disbanded, like Dak, the leader of like Cliffwater, was like, "Yo, you got these guys, rid of those guys for us. You can come to our place." Like, and then that's when I said like, "Yeah. Do you need anyone else like to take care of competition?" And then that's why I went to Fungaya because he told me that Fungaya was also being annoying.
Interesting.
Wait, did we already talk about 751 like getting trapped at the meeting yet? Because I was AFK for a bit.
We have not, no.
I mean, we can talk
Oh,
about
okay,
it now.
okay.
Honestly, my questions are useless at this point. I want to hear the story of the timeline. So
The
what?
story.
Yeah, this is the most
Alright.
The
important.
UN thing.
Wait,
you mean.
whoever was present, can y'all like talk about it? Because I also have something to add on it. Because I have some news about the guy who broke him. Not news, but some stuff I heard and saw
Okay,
about
He
the
was a
guy who broke him
Fungayan.
out.
okay, what happened?
Fungayan guy.
Let's go with that. Like, what actually happened? Like from start to end. Let's go with that because
Okay.
I need context.
Do I say or what, was anyone there? I assume
The
8 was there.
UN meeting when you were there.
The second one.
Second,
Okay, I'll
yeah.
explain.
When you're in the box.
I heard there was a UN meeting and I wanted to bomb it. So I went with Gav
Obviously.
to Redwater to like, and then we went to like the on top of the skybase to like the place we thought the meeting was, but there was no one there. So then we followed like a lot of people that went to like to like the big place, but then like some guy tried to kill me, so we had to kill that guy, and we spent like a lot of time killing the guy because he was like guardsman. And then when we finally reached that place, Gab walked in, like sat down as another leader of Fungaya. I think there were the 3 of them in that meeting. And then I just was hiding underneath, typing stuff in chat, I think. And then for a moment I uncrouched and someone saw me. Then I turned myself in. I walked inside. They put me in a hole. Then they discussed the Olympics for like 40 minutes while I was just sitting there. I didn't get a vote. That was fucked up. And then after that, they discussed like my trial and the decision to like jail me forever, but that's not possible in Minecraft. So like then a Fungayan guy with a fake skin, like 970 something like that, I don't remember his number. He just broke the block under me. I ran off, and then that picture I sent in the chat, that's me running off in the river, and then that's like seconds before they killed me. That image of me with the axe. I don't know who took it. I think you
It's
took
below.
it. Levantes.
It's
Yeah.
I took it. It's below it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Does
Pretty good.
anyone
No
else
one.
Is it actually your home
anything-
screen?
Yeah, it is. It's so fire.
That's a good shot.
Like,
I do have to add about the guy that yeah, ODST, do you recognize this guy? The guy that
look at my
broke him
home
out?
screen.
That I just pinged, that I showed. Do you recognize that guy?
Where? Who?
The one I just sent. I'll ping you with it.
What happened to your app?
He was a Fungayan guy.
Who?
Do you not? No, you don't? You remember? Okay, I don't know if you remember this, but I came and visited your Civ during like session 13 or 14. And there's this guy that kind of pulled up in your base. It's the same guy. He was Mo. He's a blacksmith from Fungaya. And he pulled up and broke your, like, he was trying to look through your chest and shit and steal shit. And you killed him. Yeah, that's the same guy. And so when I went back to Sunrise to go to like the Olympics, I was like telling everyone, yo, this guy kind of visited Redwater and was trying to steal shit, and like he also broke 751 out. And it was really funny because I think I died like twice at the Olympics because he was like, why are you telling everyone this? Like, and like, because like I knew that he was a terrorist. So I don't know. I don't know why people. I guess people incited drama. Did you know him, Miguel, or was he just a random
Yeah,
Pagaya?
that guy was a random Fungayan guy that gave me stuff when I went to Fungaya.
Are you serious? No wonder he
mean-
was a blacksmith.
I mean, most people like. I wish I still had the replay mod, because there was one time that the Fungaya had a level max healer. I just walked into town, was like, "Hello, can you give me blessed food?" The guy gives me 57 level 5 carrots. I just walk out, and then I go to like to Sunrise and start killing people. That was so funny. That replay is amazing. Like people just gave me food.
Wait, I don't think Pangaya had a level 5 healer. Was
Or
it
like level
Exodus?
4. No, it was some guy with a weird skin and a very shitty mic. Maybe he was an Exodus guy.
I don't know. Okay.
But
Maybe.
someone in that island, those islands.
That island. They're the same. They're the same propaganda for for fucking
Kinda.
Pagaya.
I didn't see any difference.
Can you bring up the photo again?
Oh yeah, 1
the
second.
photo.
Oh yeah.
The photo that.
Oh,
So
this
not the
photo's
new one,
cool.
the other. Yeah, the one that we were talking about before. The with the no, go down, go down, go down, go down.
What is this?
No, the other one, the one with the zoomed in. We were talking about like 7-9.
Oh, the
Are
zoomed
you
in
talking when you
one.
say 7-9? Are you talking about the guy with the diamond sword or the penguin?
The diamond sword.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
guy that broke him out. That's
Yeah,
the
the
guy.
piglin guy.
You want to know someone
970.
telling you about the penguin?
What?
Oh yeah, the penguin. He was also an ally of mine that helped
Oh
me.
my god! Oh my god!
That guy, we did a strike on Sunrise where he went, because I wanted the full diamond armor, and my blacksmith guy didn't have max blacksmith yet. So we were like, we saw someone, I think it was 150 maybe, that had full diamond in Sunrise. I
Yes,
saw
I
them
did.
like one. Oh,
Mm.
you're 150?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
150.
I saw
Yeah.
150. I saw 150 once in Sunrise, and I thought, okay, Sunrise, there is a person full diamond. So then with this guy, this penguin guy, he was supposed to find the full diamond person, be like, hey, can I settle my house around here? Lead them to the forest, and then I would jump them from a tree and kill them. And that didn't work out because there was no full diamond person. But yeah, he was also a conspirator. I didn't realize I have that many people.
Try. Let's
Yeah.
try.
In the first UN meeting, we all like signed I guess our constitution or whatever and put our things. Remember that time when we tried to sign and it just mysteriously got lost between all of us?
Oh yeah, he grabbed it. That
Yeah, that guy
penguin
stole
guy.
it. And he put it in.
Yeah.
So first he put it into the middle of the savannah, and then he moved it to Fungaya.
Yeah, there was a pedestal. Yeah, I saw it.
Oh,
had it
I
in
was
my
thinking quite
inventory.
highly of Fangaya before this, but it seems like they were just harboring terrorists and unseemly people.
Fungaya was a
Exodus
mess.
is way better.
I mean, everyone.
No, yeah,
I feel
it
like
was
every nation has harbored at least one terrorist in the time. You know. It's kind
No,
of
it's just Fungaya and Cliffwood.
No, we didn't.
Okay,
No,
I
we
guess,
didn't.
I guess it's just
We
Fungaya
did.
then. I guess never mind.
Sunrise,
In,
Sunrise let me stay the night
65.
like twice.
In Redwater, we actually respect law and order. Thank you very much.
Same at Sunrise, despite us technically being anarchists.
Oh, okay.
Sunrise, you let me stay at your home like twice.
What?
Like I stayed in like Sunrise, in like the main Sunrise building, like 2 nights because there were phantoms outside, and you even invited me to a meeting
that was,
once.
I think, session 13, though. That was like the very end.
You even invited me to a meeting once. I remember that.
That was the very end.
Oh, maybe.
We never harbored you. We never like tried to. At least not while you were terrorizing. It was after we had like made peace, at
After
least
the
for the
peace.
Olympic Games.
Yeah.
The guy who I loved in Sunrise was that like weird, not weird, like weird accent Italian guy healer.
What? The healer?
642, yeah.
They had a very silly healer that was like, huh?
Okay, he didn't recognize you.
No, it was so funny because I was like, hey, can you give me blast food? And he was yes. And like once I was about to like kill a lot of people, but he like convinced me not to just because he was too nice. He was like, yeah, hello, yeah, here. It was so nice.
If
I have footage of that because I was right below you at the time, and the very next question was where I was, and I just immediately assumed you were going to kill me.
yeah, sorry,
I was.
crazy.
Oh,
So yeah, I ran out and I tried to.
You saved your
I
life.
ran out a back exit and.
Be thankful to that guy. I love that guy.
Yeah, 642. Yeah, I guess he just did not recognize you. That was his explanation afterward. But I guess that worked out in our favor.
he will. Oh, okay.
We never knowingly harbored anyone.
That's what they all say.
That's what they all say. Okay, so Legend Meg is coming back later, but Okay, I can go back to my actual. Do I have any actual questions to ask now? I kind of just skipped through all the questions at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like anyone have any other cool stories you want to share, unrelated to what we've already talked about?
I have been making a video detailing my entire thing.
Ooh.
It's intended to be like at least an hour long. It's going to be a long thing.
The documentary.
Yeah.
It's just taking absolutely forever, especially
No
especially sessions 5 and 6, because I don't have any footage for that, and I'm just trying to scrap
Oh.
it from other people.
Right.
But it's, I guess, just kind of a documentary of what I specifically did rather than World 3 in general, because yeah, I do have quite a few cool stories that are just like small one-off things that didn't actually affect anything in the large run to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, since you tried a lot of classes, it will be cool.
Yeah, like I said, I was at all of them at some point. Granted, yeah, my problems with sessions 5 and 6 being I was minor over the course of session 5 and farmer over session 6, but then went into blacksmith session 7 and went on doing stuff from there. Not
Okay.
7, 8, because 7 and 8 or whatever.
6, 7.
6, 7.
9.
Okay. Anyway.
Session 9 being the super long 8-hour one, and that being me becoming blacksmith and spending the entire time in a single room sorting items and crafting stuff.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why. That sounds painful, especially for 8 hours of Minecraft.
It absolutely was. I am not doing that again.
Just
Yeah.
have a sword and kill people. It will be fun.
Yes, you should just betray your nation and kill everyone. That would have been more fun.
Exactly.
I think the
content.
closest thing Sunrise had to a leader, because I had access to all of the resources and chests and stuff when no one else was allowed access to that. Even though technically they could have just walked in. And we were very clear on we're not going to have a leader, so never called anyone that.
Okay,
Yeah.
real quick. I get who in this panel has been like a leader for this Civ. I'm curious about that. Like, are any of you guys leaders?
Except for chicken.
Not really officially, and I don't want to call myself a leader because, yeah, it was really just in charge of resources.
Like an
I was like
organizer.
leading people to do stuff.
Okay, then I can ask this question. Then I can uncross it out. It's perfect. I was gonna s-
I am a leader. I was a leader.
Yeah, as the Redwater guy.
Was
No, exactly. That's when okay, you know what? This time we'll go from left to right to variety. But I want to ask, like, was it
Thank
hard
you.
being a leader of a civilization? Like, what were the pros and cons you saw of like actually leading a civ in this kind of environment? And we can go from left to right. So if Nick, if you want to go first this time.
yeah, hard.
I mean,
Well,
was
not
it
in the
fun?
ways
I
you
guess.
think. Not in the ways you would think. I was lucky enough that I had a civilization that knew what to do. Like everyone knew what they needed to do, and even if there were no specific goal to work towards, you just did your own thing. I'm kind of in a weird position because I was thrusted into the leader position after all the other leaders left.
Oh.
We originally had as a leader of our constitutional monarchy a guy named Red with a Ultra Kill V2 skin.
Oh yeah, I saw that guy.
Okay.
That guy was never on, like,
Oh.
ever after the lag sessions.
He probably quit.
Yeah. Can't
Yeah, but
blame
even
him.
then he didn't came back, at least at most. So it was only me and a guy called Doctor. Basically, both of us are leading.
Is that the Dr. Evil guy?
No, just guy named Doctor. We called him Doctor.
Oh.
He went around Carter doing a mapping and stuff, along with being a healer.
Okay.
He's the map maker.
And he had a mental breakdown because
Oh.
because
Yeah. Okay, don't.
Fucking snap.
Why do you say
because
it?
because after the first UN meeting, he heard from some civ that fungi of all civs was going to go to war with
With
people.
who?
With us, I guess. Like, they were returning power, and in hindsight, yeah, that's fucking stupid.
They're so broke.
Like it's fungi. They can't do shit. But basically, because in front of like all of my civ, I called him an instigator. I was like, hey, that sounds like some instigator stuff. You're trying to start something, and basically, I guess never got the trust of the people back, so he left. He left for what civ did he left?
I thought you said Sunrise before when you told the story.
Sunrise, yeah.
Okay.
And after that, yeah, just became leader. I was practically just running business as usual. Not really. We had a couple of goals on our goal board, but running the day to day was mainly just getting annoyed by people that can't fix small problems. Who need to ask me for everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't think on their own.
Well, there was a couple of guys. One of my guards was being real annoying and not using their own judgment unless, like, you can
Did you
use your
level
own
up
judgment
anything?
in some situations. It's
Yeah.
only really when you need a leader. It's because
It's for big decisions.
it's for a
Yeah.
big decision. It's for something that might cause a diplomatic incident. That's when you need a leader to sort this
Yeah.
out. You need to take this up to the higher people.
But were you able to level up any class as a leader?
No, because I kept dying.
Yeah,
Dude, that's so real.
it's the main leader
Captain
issue.
of the Guardsmen, always level 1.
Has anyone, any like leader you know, hit level 5 and like actually kept it, or just like
No.
level 5 in general? That's like an achievement as a leader. Be a leader and hit level 5.
We had level 6 healers.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, let me tell you about the massive sugarcane farm of Redwater.
Yeah, I saw that. It was
8 stories of sugarcane.
Wow. Wow.
You should see that in the world file. It's pretty amazing.
I mean, feel free to send screenshots because I'm too lazy to look at the word file, but please.
I
Bum.
don't.
he doesn't
I
want to
don't
do
think I have
more work.
screenshots.
He already has to delete
Maybe
the.
I
Not
have
delete
it in
those,
media.
edit.
I can look it in like media.
Crazy. Let's him edit the modcast.
Keep in mind, these were people that had just given away bandages for free before they had built that thing. They had that much sugar cane.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I
we
tried
were
to destroy it.
we kind of had
to
this
do it.
LARPing idea of being like the free healthcare capital of World Free.
Healthcare. Yeah.
Healthcare.
Dang.
You never healed me. That's like that.
Yeah, it's messed up, honestly. Should have thought about that.
But it's I don't know if I can say if it's been really. Or I'm a person that's not really good with people. I'm not a good person. I'm not good with people. So it's kind of weird that I've been thrusted into this leader role by Red. Like, I don't know why Red chose me. Why?
I mean, this is, you learn on the job. That's what they that's what they say.
Yeah.
You figure it out
Yeah.
as you go.
Yep.
Well, I learned that I hate some people.
That is
Mm.
fair. That is also part of the job.
But there was one person, one immigrant in like the later sessions. I don't remember their number, but they were amazing. They basically like paved the entire area of Redwater with stone bricks, so we didn't have mobs come up
Oh
anymore.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it looks so cool.
I can't remember their number, but they did that all their own. I told them, yeah, you need to spawn proof the area, just pave everything with stone bricks, and they did, and that's amazing to me.
Like most teams always have like 10 people that do like sort of work, and then one extremely like one guy that works a lot.
Also,
Yeah.
like some of the builders in my civ were like something else. I asked a guy we call Napoleon, yeah, can you
Mhm.
make like some sort of barracks
Oh, yeah.
building where you can put all the beds in? And dude
Yeah.
built this cool building,
Yeah,
like
house,
like
no? The
lodge,
prison
yeah,
house.
Oh, like a
Almost a
lodge.
house.
Yeah, I saw that. It was
Yeah.
really cool, and
Yeah,
then
was
with
full of beds.
basement. I'm like, dude, you didn't need it to go that hard. You didn't need
I
to
mean,
do
Yeah.
this.
people sometimes need a reason to make things pretty, aka just something to start it, like an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, one
I'm-
thing that I've definitely learned from playing on this server is the best way to get people to join you in a project is not to request, hey, can you join me in this project? It's just start doing it and they're going to join eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just start doing it, don't even try to get permission to do it or anything, just do it.
Yeah, just do it, honestly, yeah.
It's a shame that Cliffwater did not finish that giant temple that we were doing.
Oh yeah, dude, they had like a whole ass plan, and then they
There you
were
go.
Yeah.
gonna do a
I
redstone
found a
war.
screenshot with the outside of the fort.
Oh,
Yeah, it's so cool. It looks so
I'm
cool.
ODSC. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best looking, but it definitely was efficient. The
No,
sugarcane
if,
farm.
if you well, no, sure can. If you look down, there was a lot of bricks. Like you could fall to your death almost.
Yeah,
Oh,
that looks dangerous.
Yeah,
I really like how Redwater looked.
it really is really cool. I'm gonna be
Then
honest.
why did you keep stealing from us?
Well, I didn't love it. If I had more
If
sections,
you
I
love
would.
it so much, why don't you love the people?
If I had, because like the thing is that, for example, with Fungaya, I couldn't go around killing people because if I go there and I LARP and then I get to know the people, I feel bad. That's why Bridgewater was easy because I didn't know anyone. It's like, look at this guy, he's LARPing and I'm gonna kill him. You know, but it's like, oh no, look at this guy, he's trying his best. You know, like it's if you get to know the person, it's hard to terrorize them.
Yeah, it's hard to stab someone in the back that you've spent a lot of time with, it seems.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to not make connections in this trial.
I thought you were going to have the exact opposite conclusion.
No,
No.
he wants to kill more, honestly. I think he's kind of bored.
There's no big
Uh,
like World 3 to terrorism pipeline for some reason
Yeah.
in this new event.
Yeah, like I have inspired a lot of people send me DMs like, "Yo, next trial I'm gonna be a terrorist." Inspired me a lot to, like stuff like
You
that.
turned
Wow.
World
Pieces
3 evil.
breaking.
Good job.
Yeah,
Good job.
yeah, I've spread the seeds of evil.
The seeds
You
of
get
evil.
you get people walking around like, dang, being a terrorist is so easy. I'm gonna get sponsors and people just not doing anything to
Yeah,
solve
okay.
the problem. It's gonna be a breeze, and then
Like,
people
the thing-
actually start doing something, and it's gonna be a rude awakening.
The thing is that there's a line that I realized terrorism has in like this kind of like Minecraft thing. That if your terrorism is just being an asshole, like just pull up, break everything, break all beds, kill everyone. Like people, it's not like, oh no, Senpai won. He's like evil. It's like, look at this, like this asshole is back again. like like it's not
Yeah.
it's not funny. It's not like oh no, it's this guy. This guy like we LARP and do stuff. Like that guy is just annoying. Why the fuck does he keep coming back? So you need to balance it a bit. That's why sometimes I just pull up and make jokes and just do funny stuff around. Because like I wouldn't just be known as that annoying guy that pulls up breaks shit.
So yeah, it's just been a weird experience for me, just being thrust into leader. I guess I had more stuff to do now that I was part of actual negotiations. I guess we can move on to Leventis if you want to talk about being leader.
Oh yeah, you can go back to the question that we asked a while ago. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is it cool being a leader?
Being leader has been a very interesting experience for me because when even before I joined, I was like, yeah, you know what? I want to be a leader, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I don't care what it's gonna take. I'll do it. I don't care. And that's one of the reasons I've been asked twice now if I named because I ran the nation known as the Levant. I've been asked twice now out of the game after the game if I named the Levant after myself. And the truth is, I actually named myself after the Levant because
Whoa.
yeah,
Oh.
because there's a
What does
reason for it.
Levant mean?
The Levant is a real place. It's what the French referred the like area northwest of Arabia as. It's like Jordan, Israel, Palestine, Lebanon area. That whole like eastern part of the Mediterranean Sea is like the Levant in real life.
Yep, that's
So
called
like
the Levant.
yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start a nation called the Levant, and I was thinking about because I had spent a lot of time planning before the actual event started. I'm like, okay, so one of the things I want to do, I want to figure out what nickname I want to be. So I decided I was gonna be Levantis because, like, subconsciously, if you have to figure out like say you're like walking into like the Levant for the first time and you're like representing some country and you want to like figure out who the leader is and such, like subconsciously it makes sense to associate the leader whose name is very similar to the country together. And that was kind of, I wanted to reinforce that subtly, so that's why I chose the Levantis as my name, because I knew I wanted to start the Levant. But yeah. And yeah, leadership, it was that whole mentality though served me well in some senses, but it also was really bad in early game because I had gathered some people and then lost them all. And I kind of got restarted halfway through the first session and started losing some of my like confidence in being able to start up a country, because the longer it went on, the more people were going to be in their own spots. Because it didn't occur to me that nations could fall apart for some reason. But I was actually started as Senku's like guardsman, because I came across Fungaya. That's also why the Levant is where it was, because I had become his guardsman, and he was like, "Oh, you could become like second in command or something." I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. So I kind of gave up on the idea until like Speed Forward, like the Levant, sorry, Speed Forward Fungaya found about the Mushroom Islands and started their pilgrimage. And we were dealing with our own version of 751, although a lot less interesting. He was more of the annoying person, which is 613. He would come in and basically steal the food and then try to kill everyone and stuff. So I shot him with a bow and was fighting him while everyone was on their pilgrimage. And I went to go reset myself. And when I came back, everyone was too far away enough for me to see. So rather than chase them off and try to find them again when they went to the islands, I decided to stay and form the Levant, because it was like a little study like dirt paste and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, you know what, this is good as ever. And I started like gathering people very slowly, and that's one of the reasons why we were hidden, is because the only people that knew about the location thought it was just abandoned because of fungi. But that's when me and Senku split. But leadership was interesting because I had to try to manage with less people than I thought I'd have, and try and figure out what the best way to do resources were. And it kind of worked out. I got a lot of help from delegating people different things to people. That helped a lot of stuff, prevented a lot of stuff from like propagating back up to me with every single issue coming to me. Instead, it would kind of get split up between like other people. So I thought that was good. But overall, I think I had a good leadership experience. But, yeah.
Was it a whale that stole like most of your population?
Oh, yes, yeah. So at one point, Fungi. Okay. So Fungi came back at one point when we were getting ready to move to what would later become Rhode Island, because that was like a failed migration project, because it was like a small little island that I thought would be better for us. And Senku and Whale come back, and the reason they come back is because turns out there were people living on those islands. It wasn't just empty, and they ended up inadvertently Christopher Columbusing that island and kicking off the natives to exit. And
That's so funny.
yeah, Senku was gone for so long doing diplomacy stuff that Whale and Gavin, or 822 or whatever his name was, who was working with you, 751.
Yeah.
Gavin had come up and basically tried to usurp Senku, and that had caused the entire country to get thrown into an election. So the reason Senku and Whale came back to the Levant was because a lot of people in the Levant were lost from the pilgrimage attempt. And Senku was like, "Oh yeah, you guys should come back," because he knew me from before. He's like, "Yeah, you guys should come to Fungi and basically like vote for me." And basically, they wanted us to inflate their voting system so he could win. And I
Yeah.
personally had no issue with that, except for the fact that I was orchestrating a move. So I'm like, okay, well, it's fine. I can do that. I can orchestrate that, but I need to finish moving first, because we were literally in the middle of packing up everything in the base, so everyone had all of our stuff. And what I didn't realize was the entire time I was talking to Senku, Whale was basically pulling people or poaching people, and had by the time I realized it, Whale and then went back, and like half of the Levant left with them, including with a bunch of our stuff. So when we went to the island, we weren't able to deal with the drowned, and we didn't have the stuff that we used to. So we had to come back, and we lost like half our people. So that's why Whale was actually banned from the Levant because of that. I would have banned Senku, but the problem is like it's it would have been a little bit harder to ban two high profile people at the same time, and I didn't want to cause issues, but I did certainly want to do something about it. So that's why Whale was banned from the Levant. I don't think he ever came back. But yeah, they stole our people, and yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, Yamiya, I don't know if you were you necessarily a leader, and if you had anything.
So, I sort of was. So I was the leader of Red Fort, which I outlined this whole thing in a post I made called the Red Fort Stratagem, where I was essentially the leader, but it started out as a 4-person civ. Eventually, we got to 6 people, and then our builder got psych warded, so they weren't playing anymore. And then the rest of the people just kind of filtered away. But I'm not really sure what happened to them, whether they stopped playing because of the lag or quite what. But in the end, there were 2 of us left, and I was a miner. I was a leader and a miner, which meant I wasn't around a lot of the time because I was mining. But I got a lot of diamond, and I used that to start diplomacy. So my goal was to make Red Fort seem like a much bigger and more important civilization than the 2-person dirt sky base that it actually was. So I went around in full diamond as a diplomat, offering people obsidian, trying to get trades back in return, just generally acting quite friendly. And through that, I managed to kickstart people talking and doing a UN, which is quite successful. A lot of people thought, because I was both the diplomat and the leader and in full diamond, that our whole civilization must be decked out in full diamond and must be incredibly rich, which, to be fair, we were quite rich mining-wise. But that's only because we had 2 people and a lot of resources, and 2 people didn't need that many resources. So my leadership role was more of a diplomatic role.
Okay.
Yes. So I didn't do a lot of leadership of people, which I kind of regret. And it's why I'd like to play more with bigger civilizations, just because the Red Fort system, as interesting as it was to try and convince people that we were this big, powerful civilization when we were a dirt shithole, is, it gets tired after a while. It's one of the reasons why I moved on to building the UN base, because not only I was representing Red Fort at the UN, so I could put myself forward as saying, "Oh, we will build this with Red Fort resources and resources from other civs," because of course Red Fort didn't have that many actual building resources. And because there were only 2 people in our entire civ, it was quite easy for me to just pick up and move. There was no people, no base really keeping me anywhere. So that was quite useful, and it meant that I could get on and actually build something relatively nice in the time scale that we had. But it was quite odd to be dealing with these big civilizations with lots of people like Redwater, like Fungaia, like Sunrise, on par with their leadership, when I was only really representing myself and player 49, who I have unfailing respect for sticking with Red Fort for so long. Even when I wasn't there, because I wasn't there for about 4 sessions in a row, because I was out doing diplomacy for that whole time. I think I was one of the first people to visit every single civilization, except from the Levant. I did not believe that the Levant existed until the UN happened. I was convinced it was something from a different world that had somehow stuck onto our maps, or not onto our maps, but into people's imagination for our world, because
That did
it
happen a
wasn't on the
lot.
maps, of course. Yeah. But yes, so it was mainly a diplomatic role, and that was fun, and it was good to be generous, and it was good to make friends with people, but you can only go so far with that. I think it would have been nicer to have been with more people building a broader project together, rather than like a spread out project like the UN was nice, but I would have appreciated a more concentrated project. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
The ghost of the West.
I didn't even think that Red Fort was even real. I thought Red Fort was like an old name for Redwater.
Yeah, there's so much misinformation about Red Fort, and we were trying to find it. I remember, like a group of me.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I was like, is this supposed to be Red Fort's old base? And it's Red Fort's base.
Yeah, no, it literally was our entire base. I was trying to, when people would ask me, I'd usually tell them, "Oh, it's way off that way. You'll never find it without somebody taking you there." And I can't do that right now because I'm building, which I thought was a reasonable excuse. I did take a few people there occasionally to trade, but I also told them, like, please keep them down low. We're trying to make people think that we're this really big Civ, so don't let them know that we're actually a dirt sky base.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But yeah, no, the whole time we were tucked behind a small dip on a river, partially hidden but not really. Yeah, with a few farms, and that was about it. A few farms were one of the most powerful diplomatic civs on the server.
I guess it works out in the end. So that's good at
Oh,
least.
of course, yeah.
It did.
Yeah, it worked perfectly.
Lies in the seat works every time. Anyway.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna okay, real quick, Chickson, you can go. I was just gonna say I will wrap it up after you finish, but feel free to say what you have to say.
I'll make it quick then. I regret saying that I was the closest Sunrise had to a leader. We definitely did not have a leader. That was like one of our main things. And I was just in charge of the resource stuff. I didn't really lead people. I didn't really get people to do stuff other than resource-based things. When towards the end we were hiding all of our resources because we didn't want someone to go up there, we chose 2 people specifically to have access to the resources and actually know where the hidden stash was, which was in some cave underground behind a wall of diorite. And we chose me and player 612, which I don't think anyone knew 612 was even part of Sunrise at that time. And we kept that secret. But yeah, that's all I really did was I gave people resources. People would request resources, and I'd determine whether or not they actually needed it or not. And then, of course, 642 was also introduced into that, and apparently they didn't seem to question if the person actually needed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that point, yeah, we did well. Don't exactly have much else to say about that. I said I'd make it short. I didn't really do much leading because a lack of leadership was the whole point of Sunrise. People, if you wanted to do something, you didn't need to get permission from anyone. You just do it, and everyone seemed to have the greater good in mind, so it wasn't a problem.
I guess being a leader in your sense was kind of just being like someone who organized people.
Yeah, I was in the center of it all. Literally, I was in the center of it all. I was in this room in the center of everything. I spent way too much time in that room.
Okay, yes, please do not go into that room ever again. Please and thank you. For everyone's sake, including your own.
I looked through the footage while I'm making this video, and yeah, no, that whole long 8-hour session I just spent in that one room. I watched it on on fast forward, and I don't see the sun for hours at a time.
Damn. Okay.
The life of not a nomad, a non-nomad, just someone just staying stuck in the civilization.
A cave dweller.
Homebody.
But yeah, I mean, at least I was able to learn a lot of the stuff about the people in Sunrise because everyone needed resources, everyone needed stuff.
Crazy. I posted a cool map in chat if you want to situate yourself on how World 3 looked, if you don't know.
I also want to point out it was Towerland. It was not Twin Towers. It was Towerland.
Towerland.
Okay, that makes. How do you get Twin Towers from that? Okay.
I don't.
I know
it had one tower. I've been there and it had one tower.
Singular towers.
It's because World 1 has a place called Twin Cities, and I mixed that up with the Towerland thing. That's why.
Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense now, actually. But still.
I'm gonna mark stuff that's missing.
Okay, well, I think.
Wait, is Red Fort on this map? I don't think it is.
Okay, I'm gonna resend it.
Directly above Rhode Island and to the left of Lost Pilgrimage, you'll see a small bit on the top loop of the river.
Yeah, that's okay. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's where I went. Okay.
The black star on top.
I don't think it's.
Was Canada an actual big nation? I swear I heard nothing about it besides the fact that they were at the Olympic Stadium.
They were very far west and had 2 people.
Oh, so they're kind of like Red Fort, but just less. Like they had 2 people, but like people, I
Yeah,
guess.
their
didn't
base
know
was a
them.
lot more built up when I went there. I went to Attican first, and they told me that Candyland was dead. So I went there to see it with my own eyes. And I took some stuff from their chest because I thought it was
Uh-oh.
dead. Turns out it wasn't. So I might have done a cheeky bit of accidental stealing. But I was misinformed. I was misinformed, Your Honor. But yeah, they looked more built up than Red Fort was by the end. Which is quite funny.
I see. And probably they because you spent a lot of time, diplomacy and like mining. So like probably didn't have that much time to build besides the UN meeting hall.
No, not really. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of stealing, I accidentally stole 8 diamonds from Redwater because we
Uh-oh.
had a ton of people wash up in the Levant because almost no one who was actually looking for it ever found it because of the map thing. But we had 2 people from Redwater who were miners end up surfacing somewhere after like digging really far for some reason. And they're like, yeah, do you know where Redwater is? I'm like, oh yeah, I can show you in the morning. So like we waited that night and then we went back in the morning. And as we were he was running to the bridge thing, a phantom came in last second and sniped him and his items exploded. And the diamonds fell at my feet and I picked them up and I like waited for someone to call me out on it and no one did. So I just like watched everyone pick up the items. It's like, oh, does anyone know where the diamonds are? Does anyone know where the diamonds are? I'm like, well, I'm going home, and then I left.
No.
No.
What truly is the difference between archaeology and grave robbing?
Yeah.
I mean, well, we also got those same diamonds. So Plant was like basically my unofficial third in command, right below the God King of Bridge Civ, because I found him after Bridge Valley collapsed, and he was my second. But Plant was my unofficial third because he was my builder, and he had reorganized our entire storage system, which was really cool. But it was like a big public storage system. So when I had the diamonds, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go over here because Plant had made some personal rooms for some random people. I went and put it in Plant's chest and just didn't tell anyone about it. And that was like my way of hiding things when I didn't want things found.
Just put it in the
And
chest.
yeah, I put it in Plant's personal chest and not tell anyone. But Plant, because I didn't tell anyone, including Plant found them. It's like, oh, I just found diamonds in one day, and decided to put them in the public storage, and they got stolen by who was that guy toward the end of the game that stole it? It was like 922 or some guy hit like a bunch of nations on the west side toward the end of the game who stole
Oh.
7. I can't remember.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna start winding things down a little bit just because I don't want to go over like 2 hours of World 3 content. No offense.
Yeah.
I will say, as like a final thing, does anyone have any like last words, any last statements, or like people to shout out from your civs or something like that?
341 Plant, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, 341. They were only really important in the beginning, but loved it.
Yeah, 341 also made a song about Bridge Valley as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cool.
it's so cool. I really like it.
Why does it mention you in a bad light?
But they have watched every stuff. I love World 3.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to 751 for being such a good sport. Lots of fun.
Yeah.
We all
Want
love
to
to hate you.
I want to shout out Yusno for allowing me to be in his nation. For, like, and for like being such a good leader of the nation of Fungaia.
Finishing off on Guy himself.
Dang.
Yeah.
I personally will shout out 951 who got mistaken as 751 and accidentally almost killed him a couple
Oh,
times.
yeah, that's so
He was a
funny.
librarian. He's my goat. That's all I gotta say.
I lied and I
was-
told people it was
You
9.
said he was the killer?
Yeah, when they asked, I was like, no, I got confused with 9. Because people said, are you 751 or is it 951? I'm like, it's probably 951. I'm just a farmer.
We need a World 3 album because Testificate also made a bunch of songs.
I mean, yeah. There's a lot of World 3. Like every other civilization has like videos and stuff made. You guys have older songs, which is interesting.
It's surprising because the world kind of sucked with the lag. But we made the most out of it.
Yeah, you think you're really with it? Pull up to the sunrise. The time flies, leading the east in Savannah Prime. Never needed us a leader. We rolling with me and mines. We never lost our pilgrimage, running 1,000-mile boat ride. Nah, ain't no way we ain't the greatest. If Red Water's not the doctor, we the ones providing patience. And if Nautilus was obsolete, we making sure their name was better. Ask about the nation that